If you look at the world from an external point of view, the promise of a happy future seems to be a vain promise in the face of all the questions of climate change on Earth. But it is only a seeming. In reality, if you look deeper into these questions of future and climate change, you will see that we are living at an exceptionally promising and hopeful moment in the history of mankind. It is a crossroad, and in the crossroad situation we always face great and powerful impulses for progress. It is an inrush of the new into our present scheme of awareness and frame of consciousness. We are always existing and evolving and living in a great, great ocean of consciousness, which is present since time eternal, and our existence as a feeling, seeing and willing, hoping and yearning individual is a drop of this consciousness, a drop from this consciousness ocean which took the form of me and you. It is small, apparently, but in its essence, it is the same consciousness like this big, this vast consciousness. As the drop of the ocean is the same substance, the same water as the ocean itself. And this makes the beauty of the world, of creation, and also our own beauty as a human being, that each one of us is something, one drop of this great ocean, and therefore it seems only natural that all the drops based on this sameness should be able to understand each other, to perceive each other as basically coming from the same origin, with the great privilege to express this origin in a unique way. Each one of us and each member of the human family can express this common origin in a unique way, in a way which only you are able to express it, in a way which is the very meaning of your present individual existence. Each one of us has something to contribute which no one else can contribute. Each one of us can share with others in a way which is possible only for you. And all these individualities, all these exceptional possibilities have the possibility not only to share but to unite their multiplicity in a great unity of humanity. This is the way into the future since time immemorial. But this is above all the promise of a way into a happy future. If we really follow this perception, this acceptance of multiplicity in the one and the one in the multiplicity, our future can only be a happy future. Because it would mean that we grow, that we progress into a new consciousness compared with our present consciousness. And we need this new consciousness. Yes, we need a change of consciousness. Because in a new consciousness we will find out that the important aspects of this new level of consciousness will be love, the experience of love, not only individual but also universal, and even more than universal, also the experience of love transcendental. The more we are experiencing love consciously, the more necessarily our consciousness will also grow. Because love is the highest gift given to man, to experience coming together, unification, and even oneness. And this gives a great joy to experience this unifying way of love is the source of an ever renewed joy. Thus we can say, if we are conscious of a life which is based on living love and feeling joy, we will be living a happy life. It will be a happiness which can carry us further, not only through the present day, but also wide into the future. Because we have something to give, something to share, which will make our present moment an important moment, a unique moment, and which will create a vibration, an atmosphere which we can give not only to our fellow human beings, but to all the coming generations, and encourage them to continue to live through love and joy. It is easy to imagine that such a state of consciousness which enables us to live in love and joy will be a safe foundation for a world of peace. Because as much as love leads to joy, joy will lead to peace. Peace is the flower of joy, and the life and the growth of this flower is secure in the embrace of love. Love leads to joy, joy leads to peace, and peace is the best basis for progress. In a world of peace, we are able to be creative. We can express the inspiration that love will always give us. And we can express this joy, this creative joy, in an unending progress. Be it a progress of art, be it a progress of science, of philosophy, of religion, of spirituality, and more a progress of consciousness. Love, joy, peace and progress together will create a life condition which is healthy and transforming. If we have the peace to be intensely creative, we will feel that our body, our life energy and our thoughts become ever more healthy. More and more the sense for the true, the vast and the right will establish itself not only in the thinking and in the feeling, but also in the very cells and functionings of our body. And once this is established and no longer disturbed by conflicts, by pain, by wars and crimes, this healthy state, a healthy state because it is a happy state, a joyful, a loving and peaceful state, will translate itself in a feeling which I can call a transforming feeling. The sensation that we cannot only be healthy, but that we can do with our body much more than we might know right now. That we can discover the principle of joy and youthfulness in our very body. This is a description of the change of consciousness which in this time where we are living is possible, not only possible, but it is sure to come and sure to manifest. It is this basis of a new consciousness which has not only been foreseen in the past, but which now in our time, on this crossroad from the 20th to the 21st century, is every day more active in the Earth's atmosphere and is inviting us to this great adventure of dropping all pessimism, all bad feelings, all dark outlooks, and rather become able to concentrate, to express the vision of a happy future. And out of this vision, see the question of climate change with new eyes, and see on one side that things are changing, but know on the other side that changes are not evil. They are a sign of progress. And we only have to look that this progress is not ignorant. We have to concentrate on knowledge, on expansion of awareness, on tolerance, and on this immense joy of creativity which can give to our life every day a new impulse, a fervor to move forward. It is clear that if we live in an ever-growing consciousness of love, we will embrace not only humanity, not only the ones who are especially close to us, but also embrace nature, this planet, and suddenly feel this planet is living, is not a dead, mechanical, cosmic object, but a living being with its own soul, with its own life, with its own sensations, with its own thoughts or messages, which since hundreds and hundreds of millions of years have worked on creating the substance out of which our body, and based on it our feelings and thoughts, has been created now in this apparently short life of our existence. Each particle of our body is a particle of our earth. It was formed, it exists since millions and millions of years. And in this new consciousness or expanded consciousness of unifying love, we can look at Earth in a new way. And maybe something of the veil is lifted, and suddenly we see what the Earth in reality is. How she has created us, our life, prepared our cultures, prepared the continents on which we live. How all this is linked through millions of years. And then we can look at changes of the earth in a different way. We understand on one side that there are grave situations on the surface, but with a deeper love, we can understand the signs of warning, which are positive signs. The earth is teaching us to think deeper, to be aware in a wider way, and to adapt to a new way of life and a new understanding of what progress means. So that we can give the answer to climate change in the way of change of consciousness. We are able, as an inhabitant, as creatures of the earth, to be the ones that create a new climate of consciousness. This is the call of the earth soul to us. And we shouldn't blind ourselves to this call. We should listen and then take up the responsibility that as a race, as a being, as a community of beings, we indeed have a responsibility. But it is of all responsibilities the most beautiful and charming. It is the responsibility of love. This is what the earth in her present movements of climate change is asking from us. It is a new consciousness which can understand this. And if we don't understand it today, then, as I said, we are on a crossroad. And it is time to make the move into the new. Consciousness is the answer, and progress in consciousness the way. The mother was asked, how can we best move humanity to more progress? And she answered, to progress oneself. And she was asked, what is the great change towards which the world is moving? And she said, a change of consciousness. And when our consciousness will change, we will know what this change is. Then she was asked, how can we help that this change comes? And she said, the change does not need our help to come, but we need to open ourselves to the consciousness so that its coming is not in vain for us. And finally she was asked, the solution for the world problem is contained in the change of consciousness. How does this change look? And how can we accomplish this change? And she said, the consciousness that has to be manifested is already in the Earth's atmosphere, It is now only a question of receptivity. This is the crossroad situation, as I said, and this crossroad situation is only a question of receptivity. A new world and a happy future is waiting for us now and tomorrow. We are living at a great and positive moment of human history. Thank you.
This ain't good. The inner lecture of the idiotic mind. Are you intelligent enough to blow your mind? Police and protesters are all in the prison. The government laws are as good as poison. This ain't good. The family of nations without major change. Disaster used for political games. On the Mexican border, a new world is emerging. No blazing heat can stop big talking. This is good. Will you must have, and a goal. Hope you must have, and a soul. Endurance always makes you stronger, and vision always makes you younger. This is good. You can survive if you want to live. Love is joy and power to give. Healthy you are if you do the good. To choose the right will strengthen the root. This you should do, and the lecture of your idiotic mind be sweet and true, knowing that kind. The future is wide, and it ain't no prison. The future is free if you love and listen.